Greetings, everyone. This is Koku from the Bitter Medicine Podcast, inviting you to tune in to the Bitter Medicine Podcast on KWAZ Radio.
Peace, family. This is Oni, inviting you to listen to the pro-Black perspective, where Black problems are addressed with Black solutions.
Welcome. We got a special episode here of the Harsh Reality Podcast. Special SwapCast with the brother Black Adam from Stay Sippin 85 channel and also the Society's Culture Podcast. So I gotta say welcome to the brother Black Adam doing his first.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me come on. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you showing up, you know what I mean? But let me go through my spiel real quick and we'll get you formally introduced in here. But firstly, I got a shout out Melanated Conscious Society, MCS, headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida, is a mentorship organization teaching various life skills, self-sufficiency, and knowledge of self to the youth. Very important. Make sure y'all follow them on Facebook and Instagram for the latest news, meetings, and valuable information. Also, I would be amiss if I didn't shout out the KWAZ radio family. KWAZ providing the latest and greatest and conscientious-oriented content. Make sure y'all follow them on all forms of social media. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Bitter Medicine Podcast hosted by Goku and the Pro-Black Perspective hosted by the brother Oni. Shout out Oni, man. He be killing them on Twitter. And lastly, the podcast is now on Patreon. Please donate. And of course, all proceeds go to upgrading the show, providing the best content we can for our loyal listeners. And also for those listening, how their business featured in our business spotlight. Feel free to drop an email at theharshrealitypod@gmail.com. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this special edition episode. Black Adam, man. Appreciate you holding on through my spiel. What's going on with you tonight, man? How you feeling, bro? You still there, Black Adam? Where you at, man? Oh shit! I hope I ain't losing. You there, bro?
Yeah, there it is. It just came back. I ain't want to say nothing.
You was muted back there. You say, he left already, bro. I'm scared,
Nah. I was about to be like, nah, man. I was about to send you a little message. Be like, dog, it went out. Cut me out already, man. I'm supposed to be a guest.
That's that Zoom, bro. They don't want us talking, bro. They don't want us collaborating over there. They that's that other shit. But go ahead, man. I'm gonna give you a little time. Introduce yourself. Tell them about your channel there. Stay Sippin 85, man. I watched a couple episodes, man. You definitely had me rolling, man.
My bad. I don't try to make nobody roll. I just try to make a couple people laugh. And,
that's Chicago slang. As we say, rolling. I'm laughing, bro. I saw one episode, man. Look like your one of your homeboys. I think Dre or something. Like he looked like he was gone, bro. I was like,
he was gone before we started, man. To be honest with you, man, he had came in, and I was just like, you know what? Hey, come on, shoot one with me, man. And I think I might have shot one or two with him, and I was like, all right. And then like, cause not until that I watched the video did I see how gone he was. And production was like, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he was slow. So,
hey,
but I was trying to get him to talk, you know what I'm saying? But it was like it was over with. I was like, man, how could you do me like this on the first time you come out, man? Golly.
Hey, man.
So I kind of like in that episode, I kind of like begged him to talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, for the most part, I just try to have people on, you know, I'm not a big drinker. So, you know, since I'm not a big drinker, I try to do it for like the people that don't really drink, man. Cause you know, it's some people out here that can just go. And I'm not one of them people. But excuse me, I had really got the idea because, you know, people buy alcohol and buy all types of alcohol. And, you know, if you drink, you don't really get a taste for them, I don't think. Like sometimes you just be drinking and it's like whether or not it hit hard or not, or whether or not you get a real quick buzz or you get a slow buzz. And me not being like a non-drinker is kind of like I'm trying to prevent people from sometime wasting their money on certain alcohols. Or even if you watch enough of them, like even I attempt to mix some drinks, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't.
Oh yeah,
Like I
yes,
think I
that's
shot
dangerous
one that I ain't
game.
posted yet with Grand Marnier peach raspberry or something. Man, that junk. So, so, but that's pretty much it is for my channel, man. I'm just trying to, spend my money, support some of these businesses. I think for February, I did like black alcohols. You know what I'm saying? I tried them out. I bought them. Shout out LS Liqueur. You know what I'm saying? She did a great job of talking to me, communicating with me about getting her liquor into Jacksonville when it wasn't here previously. Now it's in Jacksonville. So shout them out, LS Liqueur. I think it's a black couple that own them from the islands. Shout out Fawn Weaver. You know what I'm saying? Another black female, black owner. That's that Uncle Nearest brand that I hope a lot of y'all have heard about. If you don't drink, she still got a little history on it. Since this is the month of Juneteenth. If I would have known they would have gave us a holiday, I probably would have tried to get you over here to shoot one with me with some
man, they did
black
that
alcohols.
They did that so low key and quick, bro. I called and I told them, you know what I mean, at the gig. I'm like, man, you know what, bro? I'm seeing these headlines. We might not be coming in this joint. You know what I mean? And
yeah. And then I was just like, man, that kind of ruined my weekend. Because I'm going in tomorrow.
Yeah, and you couldn't plan nothing neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you can't. What you want to plan? Last minute barbecue or something? You know what I mean? What you want to do?
And then plus yesterday was my off day, so I'm like, what they gonna do for me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't do nothing for me.
Oh yeah.
And for all half of the people that got that day off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got the shaft, man. That was terrible.
Yeah, so but shout out Juneteenth, shout out the representation or whatever. But that's pretty much what my channel is. I try to get some of the hottest, newest. I even try to search out people to get them to send me their alcohols. I guess Florida is a hard state to ship to. Oddly enough, with it having all these resorts and all this beachfront, it's kind of hard to ship certain alcohols to it. But in a gist, it was an idea. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It all came from I was working with another set of guys, and we was shooting, and I would always bring alcohol. They would always laugh at me about getting drunk so easily when I wasn't trying to, and I just took that, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna do a YouTube channel off of it. That is where I got it from. And if you will see, some of the videos got the old title on them. So that's kind of like how the little story behind that.
Sometimes the best ideas come when you ain't even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it was. And people was kind of like I was funny and I was hilarious. And then I know people that drink. So that's where y'all see some of the guests from is people that I know that, you know what I'm saying, they drink. So I'll be trying to use their drinking perspective against my non-drinking perspective.
Yeah, I guess that would make it better, but the thing is, I'm thinking like, all right, so I'm on here, I'm sipping, you know what I mean? What if you get toe up? You lightweight, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, so now the video jacked up because I'm toe up on the
Nah. All of that part is honesty, right? So that's what makes it real. Like if you look at my facial expressions or you look at me say something, like I don't have no sponsorship, so all of it is authentic. If you see me buzzing, it might mean that I ain't shot more than one video. You know what I'm saying? So, but my taste buds still work, whether I like it or dislike it. All that part still work. That's actually why I do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I can pretty much tell you at this point which ones really get you. Like I mean, when you look at my channel, man, it probably look like I do like a ton of mixed drinks from 1800. I do a ton of tequilas. I'm trying to branch out harder to the whiskeys, man, but it just seemed kind of hard, and a lot more of the popular drinks are with tequilas right now or with vodka. So you know, you still try to stay relevant when you doing these videos.
Yeah, and cognacs too, man. The cognac is expensive though, man. I went and got some because I'm more of a light drinker myself, man. I like liquor. For those who don't know, vodkas and I used to be the gin back in the day. That was my fight juice, so I had to cut that out of my life. You know what I mean? But but you don't know, man. I went and bought some of that Douce the other day, man. I was like, okay, throw that Douce on there. You know what I'm saying? I want some on the bar that's a little dark. You know, got dark drinkers come over here, shoot some pool at the house, stuff like that. So it's like, all right. $70. What? What's in
Your
this?
Douce bottle was $78.
Yeah, it was what the total was, man. The total was $70-some by the end. I got another bottle of something else plus the Douce, but I'm used to when I go there get the bottle, whatever I'm getting in there, I'm leaving out there $50, $50, $60.
Yeah, because I was finna say, man, Douce what bottle of Douce you got? It's usually about $48.98. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how much because I recently did a video on Douce, and I just gave it to my mom's, man.
Oh, you want feeling the Douce, huh?
I don't drink. so like I take one sip out of it or pour it up, and then you know it go to the shelf until somebody come over here that want to drink it, man, to be honest with you.
Hey, that's the best way, yo.
like I got that Ciroc summer over there, man. It might have a half a shot at the bottle. I'm looking at it right now. It might have maybe 2 full shots out of it. I don't be hitting it like that.
Yeah, you got a collection over there, huh? That's what I'm talking.
Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do.
All right, we're gonna have to do a trip. I'm gonna have to arrange coming on your joint this next one. We're gonna have to arrange something, man. I'm gonna have to check your collection out over there, brother.
Hey, by all means, come in and have a drink, man. That's what the channel's for.
All right, so now first, let's go ahead and get into some of these topics we got here, man.
All right.
So the first thing we got, we had a little talk on this the other day, man. Actually, you put me onto this news blurb with the females that was supposedly what was that, an outdoor restaurant?
Right.
And got rejected. Well, they rejected this guy, I guess, who walked up, and then it cuts to them. Apparently, like I guess the guy got upset. He was arguing with the girl about something, and then it cuts to him like going to his car or something like that. Was he going to his car?
I think he went to the car and went to his trunk and got a gun.
Yeah, but I didn't even see the gun. I just heard her taking off. You know what I mean? Maybe the video.
That's what I heard. I don't think he shot. I mean, I think he went and got the gun, and they saw the gun, and then they ran off.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying? So
I don't think nobody got hit or anybody got shot. But
I didn't hear about that part.
Nah, but that points to the point. You know, was who was in the wrong in this incident, you know, because was it a Clout-Chasing incident? Because just like I said, somebody was recording this man getting rejected and then it turned left real quick, or is it more so, you know what I mean, a fragile ego got hurt and the brother flipped on the deep end, you know what I mean? So what was your analysis?
All right, so how can I put this? It's kind of like I feel like old buddy. No, I don't feel like I know old buddy is wrong when he came back with the gun. I do think he didn't manage the rejection properly. But on the other half, like me and my another partner of mine was saying, like when he threw up the gang sign, the chicks didn't let up. They didn't realize what he was all about. You know what I'm saying? They kept doing their regular rejection routine and not assessing the situation anymore. And I think that's why I like what you put. Could it have been part of Clout-Chasing? Because the part with the Clout-Chasing part is y'all didn't recognize the danger that y'all was in. How many dudes you know that do start saying no, or you say no, go on about your business and put up gang signs? Like nobody does that. Like no sane guy or decent guy does that type of behavior. And I felt like they didn't recognize the threat that was at hand. Now, can I say that this dude is mentally unstable? I don't know. Because we coming into the day and age of mental health and how do you express yourself, and you're supposed to be allowed to do this, that, and the third. But we all know as human beings, when people laugh at you from a crowd standpoint, don't nobody like that. Don't nobody take kindly to that. And we all try to lash back or attack back. And when I watched the video, that's what I was like, golly. Like, they laughed at him collectively. They was shooing him on. They was telling him he wasn't about nothing. And the reason why I really sent it to you, because I seen the headline was like, they politely rejected him.
Yeah, that wasn't the case. Nah.
That's not what I saw. I didn't see, I'm sorry, sir, I just don't want to talk to you. I heard, ha, 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 you ain't about nothing. You embarrassing yourself. Get from over here. Ha, ha, ha. And then he was like, who are you? What do you know? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, right there. Y'all thought that y'all didn't have to stop. Now now most chicks gonna be like, well, they had free speech. He could tell them, they could tell him whatever. You could tell somebody whatever, but sometimes a decent dude would have took it and walk off. Word. But when you're dealing with people who might have issues, do they have to walk off? They don't know. Exactly. And I just felt like those chicks didn't assess the situation and didn't see the real threat they was in. Because men would have saw that. I feel like some men would have been like, hey, man, that dude kind of crazy right there, bro. Let's watch him.
Exactly.
We ain't finna laugh with him. We're going to say very few words about joking with him. But we're not finna be trying to do nothing to encourage his wrath. Not saying that you're fearful. It's just saying like he went to the trunk with men. If it could have been men, he might have just shot the dudes. You know what I'm saying? He might have just brought the pistol back just to scare the women, but he might have would have shot the dudes.
And then to your point further, you don't know what a dude been through, right? You know, being where the area I'm from Chicago, man. A lot of my partners have been incarcerated, them got out or whatever. And it changes their mentality, you know what I'm saying? Because they done went to the survival mode, right? They done went to this, they've been in gladiator school for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So when they get out, they different. They look different, right? So I done had partners, we get out, we cruising the streets, you know what I'm saying? Show brother good time. Is you trying to talk to females reject them. They might even do it nicely. Oh no, I'm good. I got a man, And I done had dudes straight lash out. What, you bitch? What? Woo, woo, woo. But I'm there to diffuse the situation. Bro, come on, man. We finna go blah, 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 blah. She don't want to talk. A lot of times you ain't got a level-headed dude there to stop that, right? So now this brother going up off on the deep end, he done been in a gladiator school where your mind kind of little, you got to phase back into society, man. You've been in the cage for how many years? So now you on some different stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these females I feel may not be privy to that. That may not be subject to something they used to seeing, right?
Right. So
now they trying to get their clout chase on. They trying to, stunt for the social media. Oh, we out here rejecting. We bad out here. We bad bitches. We
right. We so fine that we could do this.
Exactly.
Tight move. And then I seen one chick, she reposted it, but she made sure to put what the chick looked like up there. I'm thinking to myself, like, you helping her clout chase. Like now she's semi 5-6 minutes famous off of this situation, right? But I'm like, she 5-6 minutes off a situation where she could have lost her life, right? By not paying attention to the signs. Like, yeah, you sitting there recording, yeah, you sitting there laughing them away from the table, man. You go on, you embarrassing yourself. Yeah, you saying all that, but he would have still been embarrassing himself, killing you. like instead of you shutting up, you know what I'm saying? And then I guarantee you, like, somebody be like, what do you mean by it? They shouldn't have had to shut up? Hey, look, sometimes you gotta be quiet to keep your life.
Hey, get home. That's the end of the day.
Get home at night. I mean, at least do that for yourself. Exactly. And it ain't even a simple fact of being inferior to a man. It was a simple fact of me knowing the danger. That's what I'm really putting out. Like, they didn't even pay attention to the danger. They just felt like they were so empowered to do this that they just completely missed the danger. Not until you went to that trunk did they realize, oh, we was in danger.
Exactly.
But that could have been too late.
Exactly. Like you said, once telltale signs that he gangbang. Now, what dude gangbanging on a bunch of females?
Exactly.
That in itself, when he throwing the signs up and telling you he Hoover Crip, whatever, when he getting down on you like
when he did that, somebody was supposed to hit the other girl and say, girl, be quiet.
Yeah, shut up, be quiet. You know what I mean?
Be quiet. Chill out. Let's get out of here. Ticket, check. Let's go inside. And then none of them even decided to get up and go inside. Like if he was belligerent, like I had one partner say, well, she started recording where she recorded at. What happened prior to that? And I'm like, dude, whatever happened prior to that, we didn't see them getting up, moving inside if he was harassing them. They stayed put. They stayed put to almost like embarrass him. Now, I could be wrong. Now, I guarantee you, if somebody checked them and asked them all of that, they're going to be like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what we were trying to do. Because then it's like, oh, you attacking the female mind process, right? Why did y'all continue on when you saw that he wasn't acting normal after you said no? Like, why didn't y'all realize that this dude didn't take y'all no normally, like a normal male?
Yep.
Right? Like,
you gotta, like you said, I had an episode with, the episode I did with Rhonda Marie, and she was hitting on that very thing, is that it's almost like people are so infatuated with looking in his phone and doing things for different social media sites and things. They don't even pay attention to the surroundings. They're in the zone, right? You a movie star, right? You on live right now, right? You getting your live on. You not even weeping the dangers around the corner. You not seeing that maybe he got a homeboy or something that's coming around the corner too. You know what I'm saying? You not paying attention to anything around you because you too busy trying to entertain. You too busy trying to be in, and that's no way to blame. I'm not trying to get into a victim blaming in this situation.
No. Like I said, he wrong. He wrong all day long.
Exactly.
He just didn't handle rejection. But I'm also looking at old buddy and being like, hey, I already, from what I see in the video, he ain't sane minded. Like from what I see in the video, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm really hitting at, is that he wasn't normal. Like, I don't care that he's a black man and y'all black females and he hollered at y'all. It could have been a white dude. And if he acted like that, the white dude would have threw up, biker gang signs or something. I'd have been like, he ain't normal. He gone. You better pay attention to what's going on with him.
Exactly. But that's part of, like I said, I think, kind of on the side note, that's kind of being part of being a male, particularly once you have kids, once you get a, wife, old lady, once you have, babies and whatnot, man, 90% of your job just being hyper vigilant with things, man. I know I went to the what is they had at downtown, that fair they be having downtown Jacksonville. And I made the mistake. I'm not really, that was like my first fair going to down here, I'm originally from Chicago. So I come here, it's like, all right, we go to the fair at night. That's usually the chill time. Man, it was getting toward dusk and all these teenagers getting dropped off, right? So it's like, oh man, I'm starting to see the telltale signs, right? I'm starting to see, I'm starting to see click ups. I'm starting to see little people talking to each other. I'm starting to see people fast walking, pointing at stuff. It's like, all right, all these little Jacksonville beefs. And I don't know if anybody know about, Duval. It goes down to Duval with these jits, man. They get it in. They've been knocking.
If you don't pay attention, you'll be the one getting got.
Yeah. So once I start to see, a little fight start to break out around. So, the first thing I do, I'm grabbing my babies, pushing the old lady to the side. Oh, I see what's going on here. She's like, what's going on? I'm trying to get you out the way. Cause these dudes finna mob through, Somebody might pop a shot or two. I done seen people hopping the fence. They got the little, metal detectors, but I done seen people let they partner in on the side gate. You know what I'm saying? So I know you can get whatever in here. This is outside. You can pass something through the gate, whatever. It's not secure. You know what I mean? So
correct.
That's part of the
that's why I kind of like have a tendency. Like when I was younger, that's what I hate to say it, but that's what type of time we was on when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say that you was when you were younger, you felt invisible, right? You felt like you could do all this stuff and you weren't gonna get hurt, or you know what I'm saying? You really didn't feel like you was gonna lose your life behind some of the shenanigans that we were doing, right? And the fair was another spot. The fair was like a spot where you could showcase yourself to, massive amounts of females. You know what I'm saying? By being bad was cool. You know what I'm saying? And not all of it was just for females, but some of it was like for notoriety in your clique, or notoriety with, some of the dudes that you ran with, so they wouldn't say that you were scared, or like some of the peer pressure stuff that would go along with it, right? When you go to the fair. I don't even remember really going to the fair riding rides. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ride the rides until I got older. And then I realized, like, I was like, nah, I can't go at night because I know what I was doing at night. So I go during the day. The safest time was during the time where they couldn't go. Well, young kids can't go. And I don't think that part has any much to do with race. I just think that a lot of young kids feel invisible.
Yep.
And they have to display that in different ways. Some of them stay at home and play video games, and some of them go out and try to showcase it to the world. I was one of the ones that showcased it to the world. So I do understand what they kind of doing, and then I know how to maneuver on the other half of that. Like you said, I started to see y'all click up, y'all whispering, y'all pointing, y'all doing a little bit too much talking, y'all walking like pretty much the same path as if you looking for somebody or you heard somebody was out there. And then social media is so easy that clicks against each other, they be going live.
Yeah.
So if I follow you on your live, I can look at your background and see where you at. We in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it don't take number for to have one smart dude and they click. One smart dude is gonna snitch. I ain't gonna even call it snitching, but he gonna peep game on the other ops that they call them today.
Yep, that's what happened to the brother Pop Smoke, man, going live, bro, and somebody found your location, came and got you. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing too. You got to stop giving out your location all the time. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, you sound like you got, you know, the similar background to me. You know what I mean? I was out there wilding. And my little time, I was wilding out, trying to prove yourself. You insecure male, younger dude, which I don't know in this incident of females rejecting. I don't know how old the guy was, but it kind of reeks of that young thing where you insecure and all that other stuff. But luckily I was good. Well, luckily or unfortunately, whichever way you want to look at it. I grew up in an environment that means I had to be hyper vigilant, be on my square. Even later on, when I went to the military, you know, I started to meet people from different backgrounds who wouldn't necessarily have our background, right? Who didn't necessarily have to go through these trials and tribulations and crazy stuff going on and fighting and shooting all that. So I'm, you know, I still, you know, in my bag, I'm going to, you know, hole in the wall, strip clubs, the worst clubs. You know, in the military, and they got this thing called that blacklist, right? That clubs you're not supposed to go to, right? That's the first place I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's on the list. Okay, that's where we need to be at, right? I'm in one of these spots one time, man. I'm with this other dude, man. He was kind of a square, man. I can tell you, he had probably some suburban brother, and probably didn't see too much anything. I've been in spots like that, man. I'm in a hole in the wall strip club, and I'm, you know what I mean? My spidey sense is tingling, bro. I see, you know, one dude say something to another dude. I see this click over here. I see this brother grab a pool stick. So I tell this brother next to me, I said, put your back on the bar, bro. He like, what? What are you talking about, man? I said, put your back on the bar, dude. Like, and sure enough,
it's finna go down, bro.
And it goes down. You know what I mean? The worst thing you could do is in the clubs be in the middle of something going on and somebody pop you in the back of your head with something, right? So that's one of the tactics you learn, you know what I mean, with that type of environment. Hey, put your back against something, so at least you only got to fight people in this direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put your back against the wall, man. Try to work your way out. or you get out of there before it get down. Like, that's when you ain't had no drinks though.
Exactly.
Like when you ain't had no drinks, you can see everything.
Yeah, you got
motherfuckers that. Be in there be thinking that don't nobody see them doing what they doing. Like, motherfucker, I see everything. I ain't
drunk. He just handed out the pistol. Hey, get ready to get up.
He was on his cell phone, and then his homeboy came in, his motherfucker shaking his hand and shit. Yeah. Oh hell no. Something ain't right about that handshake right there.
Yeah, let's get up out of here.
But you get to drinking, man, all that shit go. All that's gone.
Word.
You be like, man, I'm just in here trying to have a good time, bro. I don't know what they got going on over there. I hope they don't ruin my night.
Oh, but check
like,
out,
dude, you just told yourself the story that you need to leave. But as long as they don't ruin my night, man, we cool.
Exactly.
Like, dude, they finna ruin it. They finna ruin it.
Oh, it's over. It's over. You need to get up out of here. You know what I mean? But when you're younger, you actually run towards. I remember being in clubs and the fights going off. We got to go make sure our homeboys over there ain't fighting. So we pushing through the crowd to get to the fight. It's like,
man,
it's crazy how you have that, you know, mentality change. And I think with this incident, you can kind of see that mentality hadn't switched for this brother, right?
Right.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. But like, he wasn't normal. right? He hadn't. I mean, you could tell that he's a little bit older. I want to say that he may be anywhere from 25 to 35, somewhere up in there. And it just his adulthood didn't show up. Yeah, do I think he was overly aggressive? Hell yeah. But that's why I think that he didn't switch up. Mm-hmm. Like, and I don't even know what his initial approach was, but most of the time you can feel off your initial approach whether or not they gonna feel you. Like at least if one, because it seemed like it was 3 chicks, whether one out of the 3 will feel you. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like all 3 of these motherfuckers rogered up and was like, no.
Yeah, that's what's time to leave.
And then one of them said something smart. And when she said something smart, he keyed in on that. Like, who you think you talking to? And then he threw up the set. And I was like, he about to he ain't normal. Nah. When I seen that well, I think it was the Crips or whatever he threw up. And I was like, I ain't never seen nobody do that before. This can't go well. It's kind of like, luckily you did record that shit. Cause the next time you see gang signs come up and you're a whole female that don't gang bang, you know what I'm saying? You know to shut up and get inside.
Hey, treat that video like it's like an NFL film, like
like it's a learner playbook.
Yeah, study
they throw gang signs, get out of here. Gang signs, get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be outside in Chicago at night while the stop signs out and he throwing gang signs. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they got parts of Chicago. You don't stop at the stop sign at certain times. Keep going, keep rolling. Give it the California roll, bro. Just keep. But that,
they got that down here in Jacksonville too, though.
Yeah, keep it moving. Oh yeah, man, it's Jacksonville's the worst, bro. That because they all got little patches of hoods, bro. It's not like one just set area. You'll be riding.
Yeah, nah. You can go anywhere.
I might have drop somebody off. I think Eureka Garden. I ain't know what Eureka Gardens was, bro.
Oh boy.
But chick was like, like I said, I'm just getting here. Chick like, could you drop me off at, I stay at Eureka. She said like I'm supposed to know where it's at. She's like, I stay in.
You do. You supposed to know.
So she say that. I'm like, where the fuck? Where's that at? I tell you where to go. So I'm driving, man. I got up in there, man. I see the staircases falling off the cribs. I see kids in the street. I said, oh hell, we ain't want to. Let me put this pistol in my lap. You done got me.
You done got me into you. One way in, one way out.
Bye. This is not what's up. But that kind of segue into the next thing. I'll show you the video today. I'm gonna skip around a little bit because this kind of ties in with that the viral video I showed you. I sent to you earlier about the brother confronting the other brother at his job or at his woman's job, his supposed pregnant woman's job. The girl pretty much called him up there. I guess the brother up there was disrespecting her, one of the other employees, and she apparently put in the bird call. And her boyfriend came up there and ended up getting beat up.
I don't think I watched it, man. I'm gonna say, man, my man's was fighting until he slipped up.
Yeah.
Like he was fighting because dude, the way the dude like lost was because he slipped and old boy body slammed him on that slip.
Yeah, he gave him the double.
He grabbed him on that body slam and slip, but it looked like they was gonna have a pretty decent fight. You know what I'm saying? But, you take so many blows to the face and to the side of the head.
Well, that's all it takes is one misstep. You know what I mean? You can be fighting the best fight in the world.
And it looked like old buddy was the type of fighter that's a bruiser. You know what I'm saying? Like where he could take punches and come inside. So for him to trip up, bag and back,
yeah, it was game over after that.
Yeah, because that dude looked like he been fighting a long time and body slamming a lot of bodies. He like he went straight to that body slam like it was his normal job. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna body slam this motherfucker in this fight. Watch.
Scoop.
This motherfucker don't even know I'm gonna body slam his ass.
Over with. But
that's his fatality move is the body slam.
Situation though. The female calling the brother up there. And it's funny too, because I don't know if he was a fighter or not, because she was holding him back, right? It almost like she's like, I know you can't fight, so let me get in the way, right? He pushed the woman to the side, and that's when everything goes down, right?
Right.
Yeah, we got quiet. You still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Trying to see if your mic.
Hello?
You there, black guy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, did my mic go down? Oh, you know what? I stepped on the thing. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I hear you now. My bad. I stepped on the cord. You there?
I'm still here.
Yeah. So the thing that I want to say that was kind of crazy or whatever in the fight is that but I shout out to the brother though who beat him up because he had a pistol on him. You see in the video when he handed off
Right.
the pistol?
He handed the pistol off.
He handed the pistol off. He you know what I mean? He told his homeboy to go back because it looked like they was gonna jump.
He told his homeboy, don't jump.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, we're gonna shoot the fair one. And so I give him respect for that. But did the female kind of necessarily put a man in harm's direction, or was that his fault? Because she kind of pushed him back. You know what I mean? So
all right, so this is the thing, right? It's a really, really tricky and imperative situation that men need to pay very close attention to, right? And that's because what type of woman do you have, right? And I don't think we pay enough attention to that when we picking and choosing. If you got a vocal old lady, right, then you're gonna have to be more vigilant than a non-vocal old lady. And what that means is she could have did something at work that could have caused old buddy to say something to her, but she ain't gonna look at what she did to cause old buddy to say nothing to her. She just gonna feel like, oh, you said something to me. Now I gotta either I can't whoop you. So I'm gonna go tell my old man the story and I'm gonna make it seem like I ain't do nothing wrong. And then he gonna come up here and he gonna take care of this shit. So if you got that type of old lady and you need to pay attention whether or not you got that type of old lady or not, because she will put you in harm's way. And she ain't putting you in harm's way out of maliciousness. No, she putting you in harm's way out of ignorance. So when they do that type of stuff, it's kind of like the other video. You're not aware of what you're doing. You just feel like you could just continually to talk. And you can't talk to every dude. You might get a whole bunch of simps that you talk to or approach you most of the time. And I'm gonna call myself a simp, right? Because I know how to handle the rejection, and I'm kind of like empowering them because they feel empowered by being able to give off a no, right? But some dudes, you give off the wrong type of vibe with your no, and the consequences are vastly different, right?
Right.
So in this situation, he told him, check your bitch.
Yeah, right? I was just about to go in on that.
Check your bitch. He said, check your bitch, bro. Check your bitch. Don't try to come over here and check me. Check your bitch. So that means that something was said to him previously that she said. Right. So she done brought you up here, and that's what old buddy in the background, because I got something to say about old buddy in the background too. Old buddy in the background was like, yeah, she brought your ass up here. Go on fight.
Yeah. Go
on fight. She done brought your ass up here. And they all saying it like she done brought your dumb ass up here. That's what they really saying. Get him. Yeah, she did something there that she wasn't supposed to do. They knew what she had did. They stayed and waited for your chump ass to come up here.
Word.
Right? Because they could have just left. They were sitting up that bitch like it was finna be a party when she got her ass back up this bitch. You seen all of them was over there by a vehicle just standing up posting. Yeah. That mean that she set that up. Now she didn't set it up maliciously because that's why she was holding them back. You see what I'm saying? But she knew that she knew about old boy. She knew about them dudes was cool with him at work. So really, if that dude would have jumped or been willing to jump, she brought you up there to get jumped on, bro.
Exactly.
She brought your ass right up there. And then if old boy would have kept the pistol and shot your motherfucking ass, she brought you up there for that too. Exactly. So that's why I was saying you got to know what kind of chick you got, because they might bring you into some shit that you ain't got no business with. Because he could have easily asked her at the house, what happened? Tell me what happened.
Exactly.
Listen to the story. Okay. How do I behave at work? How do I behave with females at work? Oh, okay. I don't really believe you, but I'm I don't think I'm gonna go up there on that shit. He disrespected me. You tell your supervisor? Oh no, I ain't telling my supervisor. I told you first. No, why you didn't tell your supervisor?
Exactly. But you handle it like a
you wouldn't led me up here. You wouldn't led me up here. But why you didn't tell him? Because if he did something so bad, in this day and age, you can't do nothing to a female at work. So in this day and age, his ass would have been fired. And the worst thing a motherfucker could do is lose their money.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been the repercussion if she would have said she felt unsafe. I don't give a fuck what kind of job it is, right? It could be the bottom of the barrel job. Most times, I'm gonna say most times, for somebody to come over here and be like, well, I ain't told my supervisor before and they ain't fired nobody. Well, it might have been based on your character, baby.
Track record. Exactly.
Maybe he was worth more to them than you were. I'm not saying that men are better than women. I'm just saying if you come to work late, you talk back all the goddamn time, you say what you is and you ain't gonna do. And this dude, he come to work, he talk back too, but he put in 85% more work than you do. I think I'm gonna let him stay.
Yeah, he's worth more. He's worth more to the company. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then that
brings,
go
ahead.
No, that brings back to another thing too. Back to what you were saying beforehand, where all these people's gathered around and the brother told him to check your bitch, right?
Right.
They could have been messing around. This might have been her work boo, right? You never know. You know what I mean? Everybody in the scene that happened. You know, see, man, I used to work at a bill collecting place, man. I swear it was a fight in it. Now it's an 80 to 20% female to male ratio up in that joint, right? Man, when I tell you it was a fight every week because Yolanda messing around with you know what I mean, Patrice, man, who up at the job, and she flirting with this dude and he with her. I was filling out the job application. These people come pouring out into the hallway, females about to fight, about to scrap. This is me sitting there feeling, I'm like, oh man, I need to work here. You know, I'm young.
Yeah. This place here is fire.
This is the place to be. I can act a fool in here. If they fighting, I know I can be late and do it.
I can do whatever and still get a check.
Exactly. So this might have been her work, boo. You never know. So now you dummy. Now you came up here. You done got whooped in front of your woman, which is sin number one. And for two, if that was like her work boo smashing out, then you got a double L, bro. You double messed up. So the dude messed around with your woman and beat you up. And he could have been giving the dude the pass. That's why he told her check her. Check her, man. Don't check me. I'm good. And then dude went off on the deep end. Check what? Because he got to show out. Because now he didn't call her a bitch, right? So now he got to show his ass in front of the woman, right? End up getting whooped behind it. You know what I mean? Which in reality, like I said, he might have been giving you the sign. He might have been giving you the international player wink, wink. Like, get your girl.
Her. Get your girl.
So I don't know what was going on, what the incidents was up there, but that might have been the signal.
It might have been, and I completely agree with you. And like I said before, like the dudes in the background, especially the one that was recording the video that you sent me, he already seemed to have known. Like that's my whole thing. And then I'm gonna bring in the black culture. We're always trying to see that violence on that side. We're always, instead of de-escalating that situation, everybody stepped back and watched, or everybody was pushing for it to happen. But nobody was like, man, we grown, bro. We out here about to fight in front of our job. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody took the grown standpoint. Nobody whispered in nobody's ear. Everybody was cool with what was about to take the violent way. I can get me a world star moment. Maybe this could be posted back to the Clout-Chasing. You know what I'm saying? Man, this nigga old lady brought him up here. Great narrative. Great narrative. Because those be the most narrated things that we try to see. We don't never try to see nobody. They don't never show the video of the dude where you got women now getting videos de-escalating violence. Or I think I seen a video the other day where a woman pretty much stopped the kidnapping. But you don't see when the situation like that occur that they trying to stop it. Everybody step back, man, and just want to watch this dude get beat up in the name of defending his chick, which I already said, like you got to know what type of chick you got. And then sometimes you can even, I'm not gonna say train, but you can help your female see a better way, right? Than the path that you take. And I think that's a necessary part of a man as well, is to not just be there to go be the ultimate shield. You know what I'm saying? You got to educate educate the female before, you know, this type of situation arise.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the part about did you tell your supervisor? What you're doing right there is you making her brain think.
Mm-hmm.
You making her give a second and think, right? Because your temperature is I mean, not your temperature, but your temper is flying at that moment. You want to tell him the whole story so he can get just as mad as you is, so you can get his ass up there. Nah, did you tell your supervisor? And you say that shit just as calm. Like that was the first thing you should have thought of.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of the time you can catch them off guard with that because they're gonna ask the question, why should I tell him? You don't know why? You know what I'm saying? Like those subtle words, right, are de-escalating words. She won't catch it because she's so mad, but she will catch it when you keep asking her. Like, why you ain't tell her? Why you ain't tell her? Because then you telling it to her as in, like, look, it was a simple thing for you to do. It was so simple that you didn't even do it. So why we got to go up there? Is he gonna quit tomorrow? I mean, because if he don't get fired, you got to go chill with him tomorrow.
Exactly. And you also want to get that paperwork trading started, right? If this dude was constantly harassing you want to get the paper trail. Something do happen. Hey, this was reported on this day. This went down on this day. We told you.
There you go.
So even if you do got to come there, put up some work, and the police come, hey, go to the HA. We went up here, reported several times. This dude harassing my old lady. Blah, blah, blah. You can go to the HR department. They got all these emails detailing this and they ain't do nothing about it. So I
have the dudes. Now I'm gonna stop because half the dudes gonna be like, man, that's some hoe ass shit. That's some weak ass nigga shit. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But really, bro, it's not. Really, bro, you just really killing them the same way that they kill us in all the other systems. They put paperwork on you. And then they don't even really use the whole courtroom system to give you the business. They only use about 35% of the courtroom to give you business. Oh, well, he had 12 write-ups.
Mm-hmm.
I believe her now. He got 12 write-ups. I believe him. I believe her. He's gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. He ain't got no job.
He got
you know what I'm saying? He got to go. And I think so many times as men, we try to take like that super macho role, right? Or that macho lack of understanding path that we don't even know that we could outthink most people if we try.
Word.
If all we gotta do is try, like the same shit I just said on this podcast, I guarantee you most dudes gonna be like, nah, nigga, you weak as fuck for that. No, I'm gonna win. No, I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna even, because y'all not gonna even know me. You're not gonna even see me. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna even know my name. You're not gonna know nothing. Exactly. You're just gonna know that I told her what she needed to do that was in the realms of the rules that every company put out. Because the moment that the company don't protect her, don't protect my woman, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sue the company for not being able to protect my woman.
And we ain't got to work here no more.
We ain't got to work there no more. We win. We win. You gonna still come to work, bro. You still gonna be at work. She's not gonna be there, and she's gonna get a decent payout.
And looking at the area, looking at, they had the shirts on, the people in the parking lot gathering. To even look, it looked almost like some work release type stuff or some Job Corps type of deal or something. You got
could be
with the gang.
But guess what? Guess what?
Face tats.
But guess what? They getting government aid, which means they can be sued.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see. I see that y'all got uniforms on where I can change the color. Neon may be a little bit too expensive after we get done.
But
you know what I'm saying?
That brings me to a secondary question, right? Now, as this dude who took the L in the fight, can you even be with that woman anymore, bro?
Yeah. She ain't gonna be with you though. But you could be with her. Shit. You most definitely can go home and tell your sorry ass story about how you and this, that, and the third. Yeah, you can do all that. And then to some women, just you standing up and willing to fight for them is enough. You know what I'm saying?
She gotta go back up to that break room, bro. That break room gonna be off the chain, bro.
She gonna quit that job, bro.
She gotta quit. She gotta quit. Gotta quit.
She gotta quit. She gotta quit if she's willing to stay with him. Right? Or like I said with the other dude, when it come to dealing with peer pressure, she gonna have to be willing to deal with the peer pressure. And 9 times out of 10, she gonna falter on that part. Like that's a hard thing to do, to walk into your job every day, no matter if that dude at work, anybody who saw that shit can make a joke.
Oh, it went viral. It went viral.
That's what I'm saying.
The world saw it, yeah.
I mean, the world saw it, but you couldn't really. The only person you really got a good look at their face was him, the dude that won the fight. The other cat, you really don't know who he is, and you kind of didn't see her face. So I'm saying for all the dudes that was outside at her job, like they can make a joke. Like, bitch, you brought your man up here and got beat up. And I'm gonna call you a bitch because the dude told the other dude to check your old lady and he whooped your dude. Now you can bring him back up here to get this secondary ass whooping that I give him.
I say
you see what I'm saying?
But I'm saying he can't even be with her because check this out, bro.
He can't.
He gonna tell her to do something. They can get to a little argument, get into anything, bro. If he even pulls the "I'm a man, shut up," if he even pulls the "you better stop playing with me" card, oh, you didn't do that with Andre at work when he whooped on you. You know what I mean? you jumping hard at me. You ain't do that with Andre. Matter of fact, I got his number. You better be quiet if I call him.
See, not like I'm gonna be honest. As ignorant as I am, I think she'll end up getting beat up behind that.
Like it will get bad. That's what I'm saying. They need to end there.
Like
pay your child support.
Hey, get gone, bro.
Hey, get gone. It's over.
I mean, but would you divorce your old lady if y'all was married and that happened?
Man, she called me up there to get whooped. You knew Andre at work could fight. You should at least told me so I could bring the baseball bat, bring some of the homies or something. You know what I'm saying? She put him in a situation to get whooped. Now he done went viral. He a meme now. You know what I mean? Like I said, luckily his face not very visible. But people, man, this internet talks, bro. Everybody know this dude is now. His uncle probably spotted the video. Like, oh,
like, damn.
My nephew, you
got beat. He got beat up, bro.
Right on the wall. Nephew, you good?
Got that world star. Man, he was at least supposed to turn around and say, "Man, you snuck me. I slipped. Let's bump again."
Something. He walked off. He walked the shame.
He was like, "Man, now this nigga hit me too hard."
See them slams? They was back to back. Nah, he's strong. He's strong. I'm going home.
He's strong, dog. He's super strong. See that? I ain't trying to feel nobody's strength. Like, nah, we good. We good. Bitch, go get in the car, like you said.
I cussed out around. You called me up here for this. You knew he could fight.
You knew he could fight. Bitch, you should have just told me to stay in the car. You should have told me to stay. I would have stayed and waited for you to fight. Shit, you know more about him than I do.
You seen he had face tats. You knew he probably...
You knew he was on work release, dog. You knew this dude ain't
crashed
nothing.
Oh man, he did like the other boy did too. Through the gang signs after he whooped him. He might even did a little crip walk or something after he whooped him. Man, you can't. That was terrible.
He went right back over there to the van and was like, "Yeah, man, tripping on these niggas, tripping these niggas, dog. These soft ass niggas, gang banging hard. That's how you whoop a motherfucker."
Hey, he ain't paying for his lunch for the next 2 weeks. He good.
He good, dog.
Right, we got you.
We got you, man. Shit, boy, man, remember I whooped that motherfucker last week, man. Shit,
you want some fries with that, bro? We got you. Come on, sit down, bro.
We got you, man. Come on with that lunch. So ultimately I don't think that they could. I think in his mind, he probably think that they could, but I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go with 9 times out of 10. Women always say they want protection, shelter, and somebody to feel safe with. So, like, if that's some of the shit that they naming, hey, my boy, you just missed on 2 of those.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna probably have to end that, leave the city. You know what I'm saying? and like you said, pay child support. Now, sometimes like I'm gonna be honest, because like even with when chicks cheat, dudes will take them back, and I think it can work. I just think that you're gonna have to be mentally strong for that.
Oh, he gotta go whoop
A
that
lot
dude.
of
He just gotta go back up there.
nah, you can't go back up there and whoop that dude.
He gotta
Go back up there and do that.
You better take some time, Bo. You better take some MMA.
Dog, next time they probably gonna jump.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that one-on-one shit.
It's over with. Now you're a
Yeah.
punk. Now you're on the punk list. So
Yeah,
everybody gonna
dog,
try to get their world star moment now.
There you go. They're gonna try to slap your ass up real quick. So you might not even make it to the boss. You know what I'm saying? You still over there working with the underlings now. But nah, cause you know, like men, women are always say what they won't take back, what they won't accept. So I'm just trying to give it a little honesty. Like I think it can be done. I don't know how long that healing process would have to be for both parties. But I think it can be done. Is the likelihood of it happening? I think it's slim to none because she already seemed like the type of chick where she like to do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So she got to have her winner on her team. So for them, I think it would be a hard pressed situation. I mean, but you know, anything is possible. Like I said, people always say what they is and ain't gonna do. And then you find out that they be doing the same shit the whole fucking time. So
they got rough road definitely on that.
They got a rough road, bro. But not no talking back. It be happening in that relationship. Everybody, every day is a happy day.
Oh, they gotta do some counseling, bro. They gotta go to the couch, bro. they gonna have to go to the couch or something, yo. They gonna have to do something. They may have to take a break and get it together. But shout out to them. Like I said, man, I don't want to see nobody break up over nothing. You know what I mean, brother? Everybody take an L every once in a while. You shouldn't take an L in front of you. Try to take an L in front of your old lady, but it happens. It happens.
It do, and usually, like I said, you gotta usually try to. That's why I said you gotta know your female, bro. You gotta know them, bro. Like I know we get into these with these females, and then we just shit pop up, and you be like, man, I ain't know she was like that. Nigga, we got to get to knowing. Because these are regular day situations where the glitz and glamour and the photos are not there, right? The whole social media world is not there. That shit that happened to them is real life. Like that shit could happen to any male in any situation, bro. So you got to learn how to deal with that shit appropriately, and not look like a sucker. Right.
So hopefully they can work that out. I'm always gonna pray on the side of I'm always gonna hope that they, couples stay together, particularly with a child involved. She's supposed to be pregnant. So, but we're gonna move on, man. Shout out to brother. He took that ass whooping like a G. Let's go to.
No, he didn't, bro. He would have had to come back and bump again to take it like a G. He would have had to come back and bump again.
Yeah,
man.
you're right. He took it like a sucker.
He took it like a sucker, man. He just.
Like
I can't feel his blows. So maybe if they was like Mike,
I don't even think the blows was that. I think the slam just threw him up when he felt that strength when dude yoked him up twice. Yeah, when he got yoked up twice, bro. I think the first slam could have been like, okay, he's strong, but he got one good one. But when he readjusted and got him up that second time, and bam, I think he was just like, you know what, this ain't for me.
This ain't worth it. This ain't worth it. She ain't worth it. That baby ain't worth it. They can have all that shit back. They can take that shit back to where they got it from. Shit.
We all did that, man. You a kid, you wrestling around on the block or whatever. It's always that Super Saiyan strength dude, man. It's always that one
man. But you know not to fuck with him like that though.
Yeah, hopefully, but he got to get that one victim so you know what it is, right? So he gonna get somebody. Hopefully, you not the first one, right?
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't gonna even get on here like I'm like I'm 6 foot, dog. You got to use them hands, bro. You got to use them hands when he getting ready to try to grab you, dog. You got to be knocking this shit down real fast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got to learn a jab. You got a jab.
No, because you ain't fighting. You ain't finna fight the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always somebody in your group when y'all be tussling that just want to grab you and body slam. You like, nah, man, get your hand. You got to keep getting them. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like knocking their hands down before they grab you.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta have that kind of sense because if them cock D's or young kids grab you, bro, it's over. It's over. He gonna slam your ass and you're gonna be out of breath for a quick second, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be over with, bro. And then like
you're gonna pop up, but you're gonna be out of breath. Like, God damn, slam shit out my ass. I hope he ain't coming back. Shit. Nigga, you gotta knock the hands down. Nigga, don't grab me, dog.
Oh
We
yeah,
ain't
you
doing
gotta be
that
quick.
grab
You
shit.
gotta be quick. I done had situations, man, got to it. I even had a road rage incident with a cat tried to grab my shirt, something like that, man. The first thing you do, you remember them block skills, bro? Bam, hand down, back.
Hand down, bro. Wax on, wax off on this motherfucker. Hold down.
Yeah, you right. I feel that. So let's go ahead and get to this next one, baby. We running through this time here. We got like just talked about Juneteenth declared a federal holiday. I want to go into is that a good or bad? Because the first thing that happens when you declare something a holiday, man, it gets automatic commercialized, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to have something that's just for you, right? Because I remember I was in Target one day. I forgot what holiday was it. Was it Black History Month? It was something. I'm in Target. They got the RBG watch, Apple Watch with the red, black, and green flag. I had to take a picture, bro. I was so amazed. I'm like, bro, Apple really selling your culture back to you? So that leads me to go to Juneteenth, which was already celebrated like it was a holiday, particularly in the South. You know what I'm saying? Being from Chicago, we didn't hear about it as much. But when I got down here, it's like, okay, you don't know nothing about Juneteenth. Oh, let me school you, young brother. Bam, put you on to that, right?
I'm from the South. I got school too, bro.
Yeah. So you
I didn't know they was like, man, it was the end of slavery. Like, oh, really?
Yes.
Didn't see that. I didn't see that in none of the books.
Yeah, history book does. They just go straight into the Emancipation Proclamation, which wasn't nothing really.
Nothing.
But you gotta learn about Juneteenth. But the thing is, once you declare something a federal holiday, you see how they do. Well, Cinco de Mayo ain't even a federal holiday, but you see how they do any other Christmas, how they do
Valentine's Day, Easter.
All these holidays.
No. Those are not federal holidays.
They're not federal holidays, but they mainstream though. Everybody knows about them. They on the calendar. Let me rephrase that. Anything that's now officially on that calendar, right?
Right.
They're gonna commercialize it to death.
Correct.
Now, do you think so? Would that lead you to believe is it a good thing or is it a bad thing with Juneteenth? Are they pandering, trying to get them votes for 2024? Who knows? What do you think about it?
Well, I think it's gonna be hard. Like let's go with the last one first, the voting part. I think they already doing the dirty work to reduce the number of people that come out on that anyway. By changing some of the voter rules, they trying to make it seem like it's all about clarity, but we know some of this stuff is engineered against. On that part about voting, I don't think it's necessarily about getting a vote per se. I think them declaring it a holiday and moving so fast with it, I kind of feel like I think a lot of people feel I think it's actually a little bit disrespectful. Right, because you have other things on the book that they could have easily instantly took care of real quick that they chose not to do, but they chose to do this. Commercialization for that standpoint, I think that yes, once again we will be shined and praised and hated in the same goddamn time. So when you get this commercialization about the end of slavery, are you doing the black folks justice? And to me, I think you kind of, at this point in time, the narrative is still that America ain't did nothing for us. You see what I'm saying? Like you could do Juneteenth, but you ain't gave us an apology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got all these motherfuckers standing around up there, bitch. One of y'all ask that motherfucker, you don't give me an apology, dog.
Yeah, symbolic, bro. That's some symbolic stuff.
Right. So because I got into a heated debate with my guy Bluminati on Society's Culture about the apology standpoint, I was like, well, you don't have to apologize. Like that, this is a standpoint I took. Was like you don't have to apologize if you show, you know what I'm saying, that you moving in the correct direction. Like you trying to right your wrongs for what you did. I kind of felt like you didn't have to apologize. Your actions will speak louder than your words. So you giving me Juneteenth is kind of like a slap in my face with my position back then, because they moving in the right direction. But I like he said, what does it hurt to give an apology? You recognizing that it's the end of slavery, so that means that you recognize that that it has some type of impact, but you can't give an apology. And then you're gonna turn around like a lot of people are saying, just like you just said. Now you're gonna sell this shit back to me.
Yep. Got to get the bag.
But at the same time, like where we work at, I guarantee you this month we will not see nothing about the end of slavery, about Black history again, about none of that shit. I guarantee you that shit will act like it never even fucking happened. You just got a holiday. That's all you got.
Yeah, oh, that's another angle. You hit on another angle that might hey, we gave y'all a holiday. What more you want? Right.
What more you want?
What more you want? We gave you a holiday. You know, you got your STEMI checks, man. You good. You know, what more do y'all want? What more do y'all want? And I guarantee you're going to see a lot of that rhetoric out there as well.
Yeah. We're not racist anymore. We gave you a holiday. We're not, because look, they like they're not racist because we gave y'all a Black president. How can we be racist?
They care with that. He's like, he's half white, right?
I don't even give a fuck. Like, I don't even give a fuck about that part. Like, how does that not
you
say
can't
that
say you gave you a Black president because it's like, and you know what's weird?
I voted too.
I find weird is that particularly when it's like a Patrick Mahomes and things like that. It's like, oh, this is the first Black this and this is the first Black that. But you never see that with any other kind of different race of people, right? If somebody's like,
right. He's the first Mexican.
Yeah, if you like half Mexican and half, you know what I mean, Jewish or something, you're not gonna see like, oh, he's the first dude, you know what I mean? So it's like that one drop rule. I think is very controversial, man. I think the one drop rule is a little different, and no other demographic can you be, of biracial descent and then like climb to the highest ranks of that group. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know what I mean? If you went and had a, child with a Black and Irish girl, right? She went back to Ireland. She's not gonna get elected president of Ireland. You think your Black and Irish child is gonna be president of Ireland?
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. She ain't gonna even make it to Parliament. She ain't even get in the Parliament for real. You know what I'm saying?
I always found that, you know what I mean, dichotomy. I found that whole thing kind of weird, man. But at the end of the day, man, I just don't want to see things become commercialized, man. You already seeing, I don't know how true it is. I know somebody was posted like a picture of the Top Golf Juneteenth meal. It's like a fried piece of chicken and a collard greens and a piece of water. I like this. I'm hoping and praying.
I hope that's fake.
I'm hoping this.
I'm not going. I'm not going to Top Golf if that shit posted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm happy that you said that because, like, they sit there and they act like they know us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only thing y'all really been doing to us is writing bills and assuming who we are, who we all are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So with your assumption, I'll be quick not to cut like right now in Jacksonville, you had a couple of businesses downtown close their doors because of Orange Crush is coming. Cool. I won't go to you. Thank you for letting me know. That's what you just did. Thank you for letting me know. You never knew if I've been there or haven't been there, but I won't be there. Guarantee you. And it's a couple of them that I wanted to go to down there. I'm not going to even name them, but I wanted to go.
Oh, but
and now I'm like, nah, I'm not going.
Have you seen the picture for the bill on who's sponsoring Orange Crush?
Nope. Who's on there?
Check it out, bro. You have to check. I have to send you the picture, but
Send me the picture.
He don't look like me and you. So that's why I had to go ahead and let you know. Like, I seen it, brother, look like Enrico Rodriguez. I'm looking
Seems like he about to set us up, the old Puerto Rican player.
So I was looking at it, I seen the flyers and Orange Crush, a little bit past my demographic, but I'm gonna check it out, see what it is. It's supposed to be like a Juneteenth celebration. They got a sister on there with a bikini, and they got the dude who's sponsoring it. And I'm looking like, hold up 1 second. I know we come in different shades and colors of the rainbow, but nah, this don't. So that's another commercialization thing, right? And another thing that kind of, got me feeling type of way, you know what I mean? Like, ever since the whole social justice thing been popping off, ever since all this, protests and things like that, you're starting to see a lot of more commercialization. Like, if you go to Xfinity right now, you go to On Demand, they got a whole tab called the Black Experience. I said, what the hell is the Black Experience, bro? Like, what other group, have you seen an Arab experience on you think they can get away with that? Xfinity putting Arab and having a bunch of movies that may or may not, just because they produced by I got black people in them, that this is the black experience. You know what I'm saying? Go to West Side Chicago, you want to see the black experience. You know what I'm saying? Go to Alabama. You know what I mean? Go to Jacksonville, West Side of the North Side. You want to see the black experience, right? You're not gonna experience the black experience on an Xfinity on demand. You know what I mean? And I don't like when you try to marginalize us or put us into a monolith where it's like, if you from Beverly Hills and you a brother, you're gonna have a way different experience than a brother that grew up, in Inglewood. You know what I mean? So whose experience are you defining? You can't define nobody's experience. This is a movie with black people in it. You may or may not learn something, and depending on who produced it, it may be full of bull garbage. You know what I mean? I almost cussed out my mind on this. They can be riled up, bro. I hate to see, you know what I mean, this whole exploitation of what people had to go to, particularly my grandma from Shaw, Mississippi. I done heard stories what she had to say. You know what I mean? So when
right.
She ain't get no apology. She ain't get no cut, no check. You know what I mean? She couldn't buy houses in the area of the city when she moved to Chicago where she wanted to buy a house. That's what I'm saying. If you don't apologize to anybody, apologize to these people, you know what I mean, who still alive, who had to go through this red line and who had to go through Jim Crow.
The bombing of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the overtaking of Black Wall Street in New York. I mean, your land being taken because you want to run a road through a neighborhood. You know, you got all that kind of stuff. The laws and the bills that was written that really didn't have no damn purpose, but to subjugate a set of people, and you wanted to subjugate them, quote unquote, legally. So you know, and I'm watching this show on HBO called The Warrior right now, and it's kind of like, damn, how did the Chinese manage to get through all of that and then still have black people be the bottom? like I'm just saying, like, if y'all go watch the series Warrior, like, they getting treated they racially profiled and all of that stuff too. But it's like, how did they get over it? Like, maybe we need to take a page out of their book or something. But I guarantee you, their culture is not being blasted around every news outlet.
You know why? Because they control their culture. And guess what? They control their money, and they only do business with each other. They the thing you know about the Asian community, particularly the Chinese community, they'll tell you they only buy from each other, but they'll sell to anybody, right? And that's how they got ahead. That's how they transformed everything. If you look at a lot of these different demographics, they used to get treated on a level like black people, man, maybe even lower, you know what I mean? But right there with black people, you was like no better. If you look at like the first like Italians that came here, they ain't get no love. They ain't consider them white. They just started calling them white. You know what I mean? So the
Irish too.
Yeah, all of them. But then if you look at it, it's like, okay, you got, first and foremost, this is a demographic that you can exploit, right? This is a demographic this is a customer base. Hey, we're going to call y'all white. We're going to let y'all do business with us, but y'all got to vote with us. Y'all got to be in this. Y'all got to, you know what I mean? Stay away from those dirty Negroes over there. You feel me? Bam. Now we got to recruit. Now we got somebody we do business with, right? And they also did business with each other. If you look at, I read a good book, man, Powernomics. Anybody out there read Powernomics? Claude Anderson. I know Oni don't like Claude Anderson, but, you know, it's a good book. But what's one thing he says, that the dollar in the black community circulates like 6 times before it goes out. You go in any other community, it's like 100 times it circulates within each other. They hand each other dollars, doing business with each other. We don't do business with each other. First, only thing you see these kids talk about is foreigns, getting Balenciagas, getting the newest Nikes, new Jordans, right? And Jordan sold his name. Jordan ain't got nothing to do with the production of that. He probably don't even know where the factory at. He don't probably know where the corporate office at. He sold his name. They put his little silhouette and his name on the shoes, and he don't control none of that, right? He getting a leasing deal for his name. So everything you buy, all this stuff you commercialize, all these things that you hold to this pedestal, we don't get no money off none of that. So of course we're gonna be at the bottom because we don't do business with each other, man. We don't set each other up.
I'm gonna have to agree with that we don't do that. But it ain't like it's designed for us to do that either. I mean, because you got a store You got I mean, not even a story. You got a point in history when we did do that, and then they came over there with some humbug and took it clean on out. You know what I'm saying? Act like that location didn't exist. So when you do things like that, you strike fear into the masses, and that could have been the total tactic of it all. And once again, you don't get a sorry, you don't get that we was wrong, but those people had to uproot out of that area, kind of like damn near and do the damn Trail of Tears. But the same thing can be said about us as the Indians. Now the Indians get a little bit more, but I think it's almost the same thing, except for they don't pander them around. They don't pander them around the fucking internet or the news network. They pander us around. So
exactly.
So America is a fecal monster, right? Because it has managed to put us all over the globe, but in a negative way.
Yeah, that media is a monster.
So we have to try to overcome that, but you can't. We try to overcome it by doing right, doing good, but they make sure not to let them stories be heard. So you kind of like fighting. So it's kind of like it has to be internal. Like a lot of our growth is going to have to be internal with one another, telling each other, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, you doing a good job. Hey bro, you over here, you moving right, bro. Hey bro, I believe in you. Hey, even if this whole system against us don't believe in you, I believe in us. Hey man, that's a great idea right there. Because it ain't gonna come from external. Because most of the stuff external is that we negative, we don't know what we doing, we savages. We still savages to this damn day in the modern era. Like why in the fuck does that work? You know what I'm saying? And y'all raising us. Like they don't even get in trouble for being our parents, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they are our parents. America is our parent.
Yeah.
If you African American, America is your parent. Taught you every fucking thing you know, and we savages. So the shit that you teach me is savagery. But you're not gonna get punished for that. No way, no how they gonna get punished for that. They're gonna be like, oh, nah, that was your choice. Nah, motherfucker, you taught it to me. Nah. My abusive daddy showed me how to do that. You know what I'm saying? My abusive mother showed me how not to have a family. And that's you, America.
That goes back to accountability, though, man. I had a good podcast with the last brother, man. We talked about accountability. There's no accountability, man. There's no holding nobody's feet to the fire. People out here see other brothers doing wrong, and like I said, just like you should praise brothers and sisters out here doing good, give them they flowers while they still here. You should also shame some of these people who doing wrong. Like stop sitting on the block drinking with this brother, and you know he ain't went to see his kid in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? You know he ain't paying, ain't did nothing for his seed and nothing. Stop kicking it with this brother, and you know he done killed 4 or 5 brothers for no reason, for some dumb reason. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. Stop upholding these people. Stop celebrating people getting out of jail, but not celebrating people who going to college. You know, I know college is a damn scam these days, but you know what I'm saying? Still, they trying to do something positive with their life.
Well, you know what? We'll bring it down from college, from getting a decent 9 to 5. Why is that guy not celebrating?
Why are you not celebrating?
You know what I'm saying? No. I'm just saying, like how we say we'll celebrate you when you go off to college.
Why you don't have a work party? Why you can't? Hey, bro, you got this new job. We finna they have a trunk party for people going to college.
Crazy.
Let's have a work party.
We finna go crazy, boy. You got the type of job that lasts for life, my boy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody start a business. Hey, man, you start a bit. Man, look here. We finna have you a party. We finna put your party. We finna go live. We gonna make sure everybody, all these 300-400 people that's in here in this building, gonna go live.
They gonna know
with your logo, and everybody gonna see it. We gonna broadcast it. This is an entrepreneur party. You doing your thing.
Right.
I'm proud of you. And we finna buy your stuff. You know what I mean?
But we ain't finna do that because America told us not to do it. America tell us that all day long. Like they'll tell us like, oh, black people don't know how to do business.
Well, that's
black people don't know how to work. Black people lazy. They pretty much like I mean, now that I've said it, it's like, damn, America really did train me to be trash. I just so happen in myself not want to be trash.
Well, shit.
But if I go back and I look at everything that they told me, they always demeaned me. They always made me feel less than. So I'm just supposed to be trash. You ain't never uplifted me.
That's where your pops come in. That's part
No,
of it.
no. I'm just saying, as America, the parent.
Yeah, but we should. America
Like when
be
you
our
look
parent.
at America,
America should
like
be
when you
our
look
parent.
at America is our parent because that's where we get 65% of our education from.
Yeah, but we
Because you go to school for 12 years. No. I'm not saying that we like it's right. I'm just saying, like, when you look at it over the years.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You've been getting educated out of their system, right? And their system is supposed to be for everybody, but somehow the part of the system that we got is made to makes you feel bad or make you more barbaric. Actually, I'm putting all the blame on them. Because if you haven't trained me to be a good citizen, right, then how can I ever be one? If you haven't trained me to properly live by your rules, then how am I live by them? That's the same thing to go in. It's your real mama and dad house. If they don't tell you what your rules are at their house, how you know whether or not you living by them? You don't. And America give you a blank sheet of paper, and then they just sit back and watch and then take your ass to jail. Or they watching and they say, "Hey, you bad." You see what I'm saying?
That's the justice system. That's why you got the most criminals or most people in locked up. Let me change that dichotomy. The most people in prison is in America. So you can combine all these terrible nations, so-called terrible Russia and China and all that. However, you got more people locked up in America that does big business than anywhere else. And that's
making
why cheap labor, and also giving these judges jobs, giving these COs, these bailiffs, these district attorneys, these prosecutors, all these cats, these
police.
All of them get jobs. That's big business. It's keeping you locked up. And the minute you get up out of there, they losing money. So that's part of that. But we got to change that. That's why I shout out Melanated Conscious Society, MCS, with the brother Caporal, man. We got to break this system, and it takes I don't want to sit there and bash the ladies, because they done what they had to do throughout the years. A lot of single mothers out here, a lot of doing their thing, right? But it's gonna take the brothers, man, to change the thing, bro. If your men are weak, your society is done. Your culture is non-existent if you got a whole society of weak men, because it's not gonna happen. We got to teach each other, man. We got to uplift these young brothers. Half these people here scared to talk to these young brothers on the corner, like they are aliens, like they, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Look. I'm all for the black community, but some of these cats in Duval, man, you better not even speak to this.
Some gone. You got to give them once they say once you hit 7, you pretty much have your personality already displayed. I'm talking about getting these youngins. Once they 13 and they a hitman, they done took about 5-6 cats out.
Yes, you like, oh man, I can't relate to you, bro.
Yeah, you got to catch them before then. You got to catch them young.
I don't have 9 bodies on me, man, to tell you not to get your 10th one, bro. I just ain't got that number on me, man.
People got families to raise or whatever. You can't, you know what I mean? Unless you about that life, you can. But I'm saying catch them young. I'm talking you got to catch these cats 6, 7, 8 at the oldest and get them right then.
I agree with that, and I think in this day and age we also doing a massive injustice, and that's why I say America, right? Because now we have this massive amount of distance when it comes to raising kids. So when it comes to raising kids, we have this huge gap about, you know what I'm saying, I'm scared for my child to go over here or to play with these people or to do this, that, and the third. And, it's really putting a big disconnect on how to manage body language, facial expressions. Like they're not learning that, they're not getting that. So when they get a misunderstanding, it's no telling how they may express themselves. So I agree with you totally. Like as parents, not and not just males, because I kind of feel like whichever parent can get to the child the best or can get the child to maneuver the best, that's the one that need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no need for a parent to talk and it's not effective. To me, you got to be effective. So if you the strong suited father and you can't reach your children, that's ineffective. You still losing. So if the mother can effectively communicate and communicate what the father wants to happen, then I think she can communicate. We just need to be effective parents. Like as no matter how we get it done or what team we use, whether that's grandparents, parents, we just need to be more effective than what we are today. We just got to get more effective at it, and we got to get better at passing knowledge down. And I think slowly we'll see the growth of that type of work, because not quite naturally, it's not going to happen overnight. Like
no.
it's a vast road to push, and so many obstacles emotionally that can unrival each and every one of us if we don't have a strong support system. And that's what I mean by it. Like, it takes parents both to do it, or just having really, really, really decent and good people around.
Oh yeah. You don't gotta necessarily get parents, man.
Right. That's why I said decent people.
Yeah. And I want to say, like, only reason I brought up with men is because, at the end of the day, only a man can teach a boy how to be a man. And that's what I said. I ain't knocking mothers, because there's some mothers out here killing it. They did the best.
If that's what you meant, okay. Well, I agree with that. Like, I'm of the same thought. I thought we was saying as uplifting the men into the right direction.
Yeah.
So like as a standpoint of, like, because we was talking about parenting or family, or both people, because take two people to make a child.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I thought that you was kind of like getting at, like, because you was like the children. So both parents need to be there to effectively get the child and motivated.
I say even more than parents. Shoot, you need a village, man. You know how? Yeah, you need the grandparents around, the cousins, uncles. You know what I mean? I think we kind of got away from that too, man. I think you got away from extended families. You know what I mean? Like, I was lucky to grow up, house full of people. I had my uncles there, you know what I mean, whooping on me, and you know what I mean, my aunties there. My auntie took me to my first day of school. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if I was even supposed to go to school. I know I was sitting there watching Sesame Street or whatever. I'm watching my auntie come to the crib like, "Hey, ain't you supposed to be at school? Come on, boy.
Let's go."
That was my first day of school. They go from Sesame.
I didn't even know I supposed to have school clothes yet.
Yeah, what? Oh, okay, let's go. I don't even know if I brushed my teeth, but let's go. Yeah. So that's.
I agree with that, but like I said, I also agree with the part about it take a man to teach a young adolescent on how to be a man.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we was good points there. I ain't gonna hold you too long. We been on there about an hour. We gonna get into our last thing, was the Mount Rushmore. I know we was talking a little hip hop earlier, man. I know they showed the Mount Rushmore of Atlanta. They had Little Baby on there. I want to say Future. Who else was on that joint? I forgot. It was Future.
Was
Little
T.I.
Baby
up there?
I don't even think T.I. was on there. I don't even know. I gotta look it up. I forgot.
Was Outkast on there?
Outkast definitely went on there. That's when this dude's one of my homeboys was going on, because he was talking about some Little Baby. I was like, what? Little Baby? Because I think he said, where's Ludacris at? I'm like, is Ludacris even from Atlanta?
Nah. I was the one that said that when we was having a discussion. Because Ludacris like rep Atlanta like super hard. Like, I think he might have born out of Ohio or something like that.
Illinois. All right, here I got Jeezy. They got Future, Rich Homie, and Little Baby. I said Rich Homie and Little Baby.
Rich Homie got some tracks, though.
He got some. I used to bump his mixtapes, but I don't think he belonged on the Mount Rushmore. I guess if you dividing it up by eras, right? We dividing it up by the 10-year eras, maybe 2010 to 2020. Then I definitely would say Rich Homie, because he was killing it from 2010 to 2020, right? Well, around 2010. And Future too. Future was dropping hit after hit, right? I think Future, even in the all time, he would be on there just because he didn't drop so many hits.
Songs.
Yeah, Jeezy, of course. Jeezy is Jeezy, bro. But then again,
I think he got trap music.
Jeezy ain't from Atlanta. I think he from like Macon or something.
Well, he from, I guess that'll be Georgia.
Yeah, so it's like, all right. But Little Baby,
I think it's Hinesville. Yeah,
he from somewhere. I know he moved to, he claimed Atlanta. So I'll get Jeezy.
Oh, Gucci Man was supposed to be on there.
Oh, Gucci. Yeah, you got to put, bruh. How you gonna have Little Baby on there over Gucci?
Lil Baby hot right now, man. Like real talk, he hot, bro. He real hot.
I'm talking about accomplishments, bro. I ain't even talking about.
I mean, that motherfucker supposed to be getting like 100,000 a show.
Man, look here. MC Hammer was the hottest thing since sliced bread at one point. That's you gotta have longevity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to drop at least 3-4 summers, maybe even 5.
I mean, but I'm looking at it and saying like the Migos ain't on there because they got a lot of summers under their belt.
Oh, Migos, yeah, Migos definitely. I would put Migos over there over Lil Baby definitely, and probably over Rich Homie. Migos, man, they doing their thing, man. They just dropped some new stuff. So
is Outkast on there?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we doing it by eras? Does a group count as one? So it's hard to be on Mount Rushmore, but I think the consensus is I don't think Lil Baby should be on there yet.
I don't personally think that he should be on there either, man. He don't have no time, but I do know that he popping right now. But I mean, shit. Why the fuck they ain't put Lil Yachty on there or Gunna on there or a lot of these fucking up and coming young rappers out of Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? Because if you just gonna throw him on there because he been going hard for 2 years or 3 years, I mean, is that even fair to a motherfucker like Future who got years and years and years of motherfucking songs and albums? Like, is that even fucking fair? This dude barely got 5 albums. Lil Baby, I can probably say Lil Baby ain't got 5 albums. Future do though.
Yeah, Future got, man,
though.
Bro,
Gucci man, dude.
Yeah, Gucci got a whole Jeezy. That's what I'm saying. I think the only fair way to do it would be if they divided it by eras. It's like it's like basketball, right? You can't compare, Steph Curry to Moses Malone era. You know what I'm saying? Like you got different eras where the game was different. It changed. You know what I'm saying? You might have went from a more physical game to people shooting 50 million threes. So it's unfair to compare even a LeBron to a Jordan. The game was different. So I think you got to divide things by eras. I think the hip hop the same way, bro. You got to divide it. All right. So we had the 90s was lyrical boom bop era. Now we're going to put the Outcasts on there. We might put the Goody Mobs on there. And things like that. Right. But then if you go to the early 2000s, all right, we kind of in the trap era, right? Now we got the Jeezys. Now you got the Gucci's, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. So then,
but I kind of feel like, for me being from I guess we stay in Atlanta. So you had like the Dungeon Boy, you had the Dungeon Family, you had fucking CeeLo Green, you had fucking you had Crime Mob, shit, you had fucking D4L come up out of there. You have all these groups and all these people who, had I'm going to say at least a 3-album run. But what era are you giving them? Because, you pulling Jeezy from out and around now. I don't think he was popping, you know what I'm saying, in 2018.
Nah, he popping 2000.
You know what I'm saying?
His album came out 2005, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, when you look at him, but ain't nobody screaming Lil Jon name.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the early 2000s. Yeah, you gotta put Lil Jon. Lil Jon was bumping all the way because I'm still in Chicago when Lil Jon was tearing up the clubs. You know what I'm saying?
So when you come in and you talking about more around Mount Rushmore, it's just really one of them things of like who is standing out or who is changing the game, right? And I mean, a lot of these cats that we naming, some of them change the game, but some of them are rapping pretty much about the same thing in the same fucking era. So it's kind of like, which one of y'all motherfuckers is bigger? Now, Gucci Man gets a pass because Gucci Man is actually in Jeezy's era, but he don't pop until way after Jeezy's era is almost done.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? So Jeezy and Gucci get to make a run for it. But to secure Outkast and along with Big Grip and CeeLo Green and all them motherfuckers, because they were selling albums, you have to put the Dungeon Family there.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then you have somebody like the Migos who then ran hot or been on somebody's tongue either through a feature or through just a regular song in some capacity. You got to put them right there. Then you got T.I.
Yeah, T.I. definitely.
And even though Luda ain't born there, I mean, he repped that motherfucker so goddamn hard till you couldn't tell that he wasn't.
Yeah, he get a pass. I talked to some of my brothers, some of my peoples from Atlanta, because I had to inquire, because I'm like, do y'all even really consider him an Atlanta dude? And they was like, oh yeah, dudes mess with him out
Atlanta.
Yeah,
he could, because before he became a rapper, he was a motherfucking DJ out there.
Exactly. So he got on. And then if you look at Gucci got to get the double. The thing, Gucci may not be the best rapper by far, but if you look at all the dudes he influenced and all the dudes that came under, the Migos came up from under Gucci. People don't know that. You got Young Thug came up. Yeah, so he had plenty of people, even as a regular executive. I think he surpassed Jeezy and hitting on talent. You know what I mean? Nicki Minaj
Jeezy never really affiliated himself with talent too much. I mean, I think he had like Jody Breeze and what it was. What was the group name? USDA.
Yeah, he couldn't keep nobody under him. I think as an executive, Jeezy failed, man. He couldn't.
Right, he failed.
He don't got the talent now.
I think the only person he got on there is the dude from out of California, tall dude. Shit, what his name is?
Ain't talking about 211.
No, not 211, light skinned brother. What his name is?
You talking about Nipsey?
He usually be with DJ Mustard.
DJ Mustard, tall, light skin. I can't think of that. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. He signed, but he was already hot by then. You talking about YG?
Right. Yeah, YG.
Yeah, he was already hot by then.
YG signed with him. I think that was like his biggest artist.
Oh, he had Freddie Gibbs too, but he didn't do right by Gibbs. So I can't look at Jeezy's success with that. But that's my dude. I love Jeezy to the death of me. You know what I mean? I was his fan, bro. I used to bump him Lexus with my little 20s on it, bumping the Jeezy.
Jeezy the man out here at Duval, boy.
Oh yeah, Jeezy that dude, man. He still go to any hood, walk around, be good, man. Ain't nobody
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on that note, man. I'm gonna let you plug your podcast, plug your
Hey, check out I'm gonna shout them out. Check out Stay Sippin. You know what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube. It's just on YouTube. And then check out Society's Culture, man. I do that with the podcast with my boy Blue Minotti, you know what I'm saying? And I greatly appreciate you letting me come on here. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the woo-woo with you a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I greatly enjoyed you. I hope you have me back, and I appreciate y'all for listening to me.
Oh, definitely. We're going to do this. We're going to definitely run this joint back. I got a couple more topics I'm thinking of just having this conversation with you, but it's getting late today. And
it is late. I just paid attention.
Yeah, that vodka creeping on me. I'm going to get on out of here, but it was great talking to you, brother. We definitely going to chalk it up. Salute to you, man. And make sure you check out Stay Sippin' 85 and also Society's Culture. And on behalf of the people here at the Harsh Reality Podcast, peace.
Peace. We out.
Out.